Hello everyone, it's Lauren here, only Shade Drops, back for some Eurovision news since it's Monday today. I didn't do Eurovision news last Monday, but that's because I did a little bit of an emergency Eurovision news on Friday, so during those 2 days I did not have enough fresh news to make another video. But we're back and we've got some stuff to talk about, some statements from broadcaster concerning the vote about Israel's participation, some national final news, got some nice little reference group news too, so this might be a nice little Eurovision news video. And just before I start, don't forget to put a little like, subscribe, follow me on social media, Blue Sky Instagram, you know the drill. We're getting close to the Eurovision season. I am still assessing with myself what to do in case the vote does not go the right way. Do we keep on going? Do we just say fuck this and let them do their thing? I don't know. We'll see. You know, I'll keep on doing Eurovision news for now, and we'll wait to see the vote in November. To see the future of Only Shade Drops, I will assess everything and take a little bit of time to think. So let's start with the Netherlands Dutch statement by Avrotros. A spokesperson for the broadcaster said, "Our decision about participation in 2026 has been taken carefully and deliberately based on events of this year, proven facts and verified reports. We do not forget the serious human suffering in Gaza, nor the violation of press freedom and the many victims among journalists. The interference of the Israeli government in the last edition also weighs in our judgment." So they're mentioning here the last edition of the song contest. "If there is a ceasefire in the near future of the conflict develops differently, it will not change our position for 2026. For participation in the following years, we'll make a new assessment depending on the circumstances at that time." So they're being quite clear. Even if there is a ceasefire in Gaza, they will not switch positions and they'll still boycott Eurovision 2026 if Israel participates. So they do mention the interference of the Israeli government in the last Eurovision edition. So they're bringing that, like, a lot of us don't want Israel because of the current genocide, but there is also the interference of the Israeli government in the song contest and the way they're using it to, whitewash their crimes. So let's go to another statement. Now we are going to talk about Slovenia. RTV Slovenia, who issued a statement a few days ago after that was the announce of the voting. So it's about their Eurovision plans. So it reads as follows: "Eurovision is a project of peace, equality and respect among other nations. If Israel remains among the participating countries, RTV Slovenia will not take part in Eurovision 2026. As a public service broadcaster with an important public mission, RTV Slovenia emphasizes that the fundamental principles of public broadcasting are incompatible with grave human suffering, the suppression of free media, and the misuse of cultural events for political purposes as witnessed in recent years." Not only last edition, recent years. That's the thing I'm emphasizing. They did not add in their statement, not just present edition. Just, I'm telling you, they're not talking about the last edition only. Continuing the quote: "For 69 years, Eurovision has sought to bring nations together through music and to build bridges in the aftermath of wars and division. Its values are founded on peace, equality, and respect. In view of the devastating situation in Gaza, RTV Slovenia questions whether Israel's participation is consistent with these values. It is essential that the same rules apply to all participating countries. At the same time, as a public service medium, we express deep concern over the deliberate obstruction of independent reporting and the deaths of more than 200 journalists. We also stand with the families in Israel who are still waiting for the return of their loved ones, as well as with all those who strive for peace. Should the decision regarding Israel's participation change, RTV Slovenia will be ready to rejoin the contest. So yeah, they're making it clear here. They already said it before, but now it's even more clear. If Israel is in, Slovenia is out. So now we talked about two statements from the Netherlands and Slovenia that say that they will not participate if Israel is in. Now let's talk about one that is a bit that does not really follow that line of thinking, sadly, and it's Denmark, who issued a statement also a few days ago. So they said that they will not vote for Israel to be removed as long as they comply with the rules and regulations, which they have not been doing, by the way. Anyway, let's read the full statement. Quote, the R supports ESC, the Eurovision Song Contest, as a cultural European event that has brought nations together through music since 1956. It follows that we will not vote for any EBU member to be expelled from the competition as long as they comply with the rules and regulations. The R's participation in the Eurovision Song Contest remains conditional on there being a strong international community, control over security, and an apolitical framework around the competition. Our participation is neither a support for nor a protest against individual countries, but rather a desire to maintain communities across borders. In a time marked by unrest and division, it is worth reminding each other of the original purpose of competitions like Eurovision, to create a space where we can meet across differences and disagreements. Eurovision must be preserved as an apolitical community. The R wants to continue to be a part of this, and we have informed the EBU of this. Okay, I don't... First of all, having Israel in is political, because they are using the contest in a political way. They enter the songs that have political meanings. Their government paid media campaigns to get people to vote to Israel, so I don't see how that's not political. Also, Denmark was one of the countries that when in 2022 Russia started the full-scale invasion of Ukraine, Denmark was thankfully one of the first countries to say that they would not participate if Russia is in. So now we do see quite a double standard. From the countries back in the days who were against Russia's participation, we also see the Netherlands, who are against Israel's participation this time. And also, let's remember, for the EBU did not want to ban Russia at first. We needed for 9 or 10, I think it was 9 countries who threatened to withdraw if Russia was in, before the EBU was like, okay, let's kick them out. So here we do see double standard from Denmark and Sweden and other countries, which is quite sad to see, because we're in kind of the same situation with a country that uses Eurovision for a political purpose. And yeah, keeping them in would not make the contest non-political. It would make it even more political. Now, it's political no matter what you do. So just do the fucking right thing. Alright, talking now about political stuff. We've got the German Chancellor, Friedrich Merz, who said he would support a German boycott of the Eurovision Song Contest if Israel happens to be excluded. He said that he thinks it's a scandal that this is even being discussed, that Israel belongs there. So we already knew that Germany was not going to vote in favor of Israel being excluded. They said that they would follow what the EBU will do, and also in the vote, we're like, will they abstain? Will they vote against the ban? So let's see what impact this has on the broadcaster. Will we have a statement saying that Germany will withdraw? I don't think so. I don't know if like the Chancellor has that much power over the broadcaster. I do not really know. German people, if you're watching this video, tell me in the comments what we should expect from Germany. I'm expecting for them to vote against Israel's ban, and if Israel is banned, I'm guessing they'll keep on participating. That's my guess. It's just a guess, and yeah, it would be nice to have some German people like saying if it's what's the most possible outcome for Germany in this. Alright, so we've got a last statement before I get to some more light-hearted news. It's from Sweden. So SVT sets conditions for continued participation. They stated that the broadcaster has no intention of withdrawing if Israel competes, but they have released a statement there. So, quote, many people want to know where SVT stands. SVT is independent. That is one of our cornerstones. We do not take a political position. It is we and no one else who make decisions about our participation in Eurovision, and the choices we make are not interpreted as a position for or against any other country's public service broadcaster, or for or against any other country's participation. We understand that many people want an immediate answer to what SVT will do, and there are many opinions about what is the right path. SVT's participation is conditional on the basic conditions being in place. We will therefore spend time listening to the EBU and other members. It is to show respect for both a difficult issue and a beautiful idea of a cultural arena that wants to unite people through music. And I'm quoting here the Eurovoix article, who said that Lagerkrantz, which is the SVT CEO, he highlighted three conditions that include the need for broad European consensus on the contest, that the safety of participants and fans can be guaranteed, as well as a contest that is apolitical in accordance with EBU rules. Now, there's a line in here in this statement and sentence. We do not take a political position, and the choices we make are not interpreted as position for or any other country's public service broadcaster, or for or against any other country's participation. They were one of the countries that said they would withdraw if Russia was participating in 2022, which was a good thing. But I'm just highlighting a double standard here. Why do one thing for one and the other for someone else? I don't know. Yeah, okay. Let's get to some more light-hearted news. Let's stay on Sweden for a little while. Let's talk about Melodifestivalen. So I see that 3,888 songs were submitted. We've got rumored hosts and rumored participants. Let me get to the host. I got this somewhere. Yeah, this is a very, very organized Eurovision news. And I think I lost the Melodifestivalen hosts somewhere. Yeah, I lost them. Hey. Found them. So, local media, they're reporting that Gina Dirawi and Hampus Nesvold are set to host Melodifestivalen 2026. I do not really know them, but I know that Gina Dirawi is from a Palestinian descent, so that's quite interesting. I'm pretty curious to see how they will host it. And more importantly, we've got some news about participants. So Espressen have talked about 3 participants. They said that Frokensnusk as will participate as Felicia, if I remember well, and that's her name. So yeah, Felicia will participate apparently to Melodifestivalen 2026. I remember her last song as Frokensnusk. I remember liking the violin, and the song was alright overall. But yeah, it was it standed out a little bit in Melodifestivalen. But then it's not that hard to stand out in I'm sorry, I've got to stop criticizing Melodifestivalen that much, or people are really gonna start hating me. We also know that Gert will participate. He was there last year, not last year because we're still 2025. He finished third with Believe Me. He's a great performer. Believe Me was just not. I really did not like Believe Me. I believe it would have been top 5 probably in Eurovision, but it was clearly not a song for me. It was, I think, in my bottom 3 of the grand final of Melodifestivalen. We also have TV personality and photographer Manuel Marquez Lerin, known as Junior Lerin, who will debut. I do not know this guy. We got Medina. That's really nice. I remember Inidiman. Inidiman was a great song. Kesera was alright. They were podium 2 times, I think. So maybe Sweden could send Medina. It would be kind of fresh from them. And this morning, like 2 hours ago, we got Aftonbladet, who revealed 4 new names likely to participate in Melodifestivalen. So the first 4 names were Espressen, now it's Aftonbladet. Don't know what's happening, usually we'll only have Aftonbladet telling stuff, but yeah, nice, thank you Espressen. So Aftonbladet revealed 4 names. Saga Ludvigsson, that name rings a bell. I think she was in Melodifestivalen at some point. Saga Ludvigsson, Melodifestivalen. She was in this year. 2025. I do not remember her song. I Hate You. Oh, she's the Hate You So Much girl. I think I remember liking this one. It was funny. Yeah, it was. I Hate You So Much. Yeah, okay, I remember her. it was a funny song. The lyrics made me laugh. So yeah, okay. Sada Lugvitsson. Meira Omar. That's really nice. I liked Hush Hush. That was a good song. Smash Into Pieces, who were my favorites in, I think, 2024. When did they enter with, not 6 Feet Under. 6 Feet Under was great, was their better song. But then they entered the year after with another song, which name I forgot. They were my favorite there, and they are a great band. What's the name of their latest Eurovision attempt? Heroes Are Calling, yes. That was a great one. And yes, 6 Feet Under was fantastic. So Smash Into Pieces I'm really hyped about. Both their entries were fantastic. And then Eva Jumatate. I do not know her. I don't think she participated in Melodifestivalen in the past. Who is she? Who is Eva Jumatate? She seems to be a pretty young artist. She broke through in 2017 with her song Break Free. Yeah, oh shit, yeah, okay, no, she definitely did not participate before because she's 16 years old. And she will be 17 during Melodifestivalen. Born in 2009. Jeez. They're too young, those people. They're way too young. So yeah, these are some names that we know. 8 names. I'm really hyped for Smash Into Pieces, Medina, Meira Omar. Those really hype me up. I hope Gert will come up with a song that I like because he's a really great performer. Alright, let's get on with some other news. Alright, so on September the 30th, Moldova, TRM, the Moldovan broadcaster, held discussions with Moldovan artists and producers about a potential return in the song contest. The discussion focused on the format of a national selection, potential changes to the rules, promotion strategies, and support measures for participants. Very important, the support measures one, because I think that Moldovan participants often had to pay themselves for the participation and all, cover the cost. And it's not ideal. We've always seen like Moldova are great with stagings, but we always see that it's a very small budget. Like they can make great small budget stagings, and I tend to love them in Eurovision, so I hope that they're gonna be back. Also, format of a national selection. You know, I kinda love the Moldova national final because it's such a mess, but yeah, it's not a real quality national final most of the time. Also, one thing, the potential changes to the rules, because one thing really annoyed me last time. Remember their last Eurovision song, Natalia Barbu, great song in the middle. But what got to me is a little bit that we had a televote winner and a jury winner, and they went for the jury winner to break the tie, which was, I didn't think that was a good choice. Maybe it was because Anti-Princess was my favorite that I'm thinking that if it was not. Yeah, it's like North Macedonia a few years ago had Circles and that song Superman. I did not like Superman, and the jury decided Circles went there. That was great for me because I loved Circles. It's my favorite non-qualifier of the decade so far. But Superman should have went to Eurovision. I think the televote should have the last word in national finals. But yeah, hoping to see Moldova in next Eurovision. They're always so much fun. Alright, we got the date for Montesong 2025. Hoping it will not be as dramatic as last year. It will be on the 21st of December, and I am sorry, but you know, 21st of December, that's kind of Festivali Kengës, that's like Figmas. So they're kind of, I don't know if they will be colliding or not. We'll see. I think they got quite a nice amount of submissions, Montenegro, this time. The submissions were closing. I saw a number somewhere, I think. No, it's Latvia's submission number that sorry. But yeah, Montesong, 21st of December, be ready. That will be maybe our first national final of the year. But we'll wait to see when Festivali Kengës will be to determine that. We know when we're gonna get the Benidorm Fest 2026 songs. It will be December the 18th. Now, I am going to make a reaction video to this because even if, you know, Israel stays in Eurovision, so that means Spain will leave, Benidorm Fest will still go on, so I am gonna make a reaction video to the Benidorm Fest songs. No matter what, it will be on the 18th of December that we'll get them revealed, so subscribe to the channel, put the little notification bell so you do not miss my Benidorm Fest 2026 reaction video. 870 songs were submitted. They said that at least 16 songs will be selected, and if the submission quality was high enough, 20 may be selected. So we'll see. If they got 16 songs, we'll be like, okay. If we got 20, maybe it's great. Or maybe it's not. Maybe we just have different tastes. Spanish and the rest of Eurovision public. I don't know. So yeah. 18th of December, Benidorm Fest songs, so hyped. So the UMK submissions closed. They received 491 submissions, 8 records, and it's 6 more than last year. And we got some clues about the artist. You know, the usual clues that we get that we never work out. So it's saying this season's lineup includes an artist representing today's most current sound, a pioneer in their own genre, a dramatic pop piece from a singer with a stunning voice, and a captivating ballad from an artist radiating international appeal. Also, a performer making their debut at UMK. And there's also an internationally sought-after crowd pleaser, a charismatic duo of 2 unique voices. When's the last time we got a duo in UMK? When is it? When did we last get a duo? It's been a while, I think, because right now nothing pops in my head, and someone is gonna tell me, "Hey, Lauren, we got a we got a duo this year. No, we did not. When's the last time we got a duo? I'm curious. People in the comments, tell me, when's the last time we got a duo in UMK? But yeah, UMK, always a amazing national final. I am so hyped for that one. It's like last year, it was probably the best national final of the year. With Sanremo, I loved Sanremo, even though the results did not go that well for me. But we had Vivi, we had Goldilocks, Evneli Matula, obviously Erika Wikman, and even the other two, Nia River and Costi, were pretty decent. And the stagings were so good, they got Sergio Jaén to do the stagings there. I'm wondering if Sergio Jaén will do all the UMK stagings once again. It would be really nice. Alright, we got some Festivali Kengës news. I adore Festivali Kengës, and we know that more than 100 songs have been submitted. And we're gonna get the list of participants in a few days. Now, who can we expect there? I don't know. I'm betting that Gert Kacinari will be back. I love him, and he's coming back every single year, so that's nice. And the songs will be released sometime in November. We don't know if it's gonna be the 1st or the 30th of November, so, you know, a little bit of mystery. Yeah, it will have the traditional format of 4-night shows, 2 semifinals, Nostalgia Night, and the grand final. We have El Haidadani organizing everything. That's really, really nice. She's been doing a great job with Festivali Kengës. Well, she's done a great job last year. Hope she keeps on going. And yeah, I'm very curious to see if the tendency in Festivali Kengës with the genres, you know, if we're gonna get different genres going in more and more, but like Shkodra Elektronika, if that will inspire more small artists to try their luck now that they have a chance now to win. That'll be very interesting. Maybe a new dawn for FIC. Alright, so you all know that Austria, the host country, is organizing their first national final since 2016, where they selected Zoe with Luandisi. They also organized one in 2015. The Makers won that one, came last in Eurovision, robbed. That was a great song. So we got 10 acts that are reported interested by an Austrian newspaper. We do not know if they're gonna be in the national final, just, you know, they're interested. So we got the Mountain Crew, who's a band that wants to bring a fun song to Vienna. Kyla Christine, who has radio plays internationally and is now performing in the Tyrolean dialect. Oh, that's cool. She is reported to have made it to the final round of the international selection for Eurovision 2025 against JJ then. Lena Schauer, winner of Soundcheck, which was held earlier this year and is highly regarded as a potential Eurovision act. Die Sudsteirer, I'm sorry for the pronunciation, people, a humorous and fun band that combines folk and party music. Christoph has submitted a song composed with Christoph Straub, who wrote Loin d'ici, talked about it a bit earlier. Berenice, who submitted an English language power ballad, that's going before me. Vision of Atlantis, symphonic metal band, and are reported to have been in 2 previous internal selections. I think I know these. Candlelight Ficus, funk band that also made it through to the final round of an internal selection. Egon 7, who is a Styrian pop band. Lydia Kelovitz, who previously competed in Deutschland sucht den Superstar. And Polka Gott, who are in discussions regarding participating in the selection process. So, if any of you really know these people, know these artists, you know, tell me in the comments which songs of them I should go check out. I think I do know Vision of Atlantis. I've listened to a couple of their songs. I'm interested by Carla Christine, who's performing in the Tyrolean dialect. That'd be cool for Austria. So yeah, let's see how this will shape up for Austria. Some Icelandic news. The submission deadline for Söngvakeppnin, the Icelandic national final, was extended. I think the reasons here are a bit obvious, because it's extended until the results on the vote on Israel participation are known. we know that there are lots of artists in different countries that do not want to take part to Eurovision because Israel is there. So extending this deadline until the potential exclusion of Israel, that could motivate more artists to send songs. They're like, okay, Israel's not there anymore. Let's go. It will be a song contest again. So yeah, I think that's a good choice from RUV. Last news of this video. It feels like it's been ages to record this one. So Gert Kark is joining the Eurovision Song Contest reference group. He's taking Martin Österdal's spot as the representative of the EBU. So I don't know what he's gonna be doing there. If he's just gonna be sitting there or participating to the meetings. As you know, the reference group is composed right now by Ana Maria Bordas, who's the chairperson from Spain, Eva Adilson, who's Swedish, Moritz Stadler, Switzerland, Mikael Krön, Austria, Carla Bugalo, Portugal, Molly Plank, Denmark, Claudia van der Pas, the Netherlands, Tomislav Stengel, Croatia, David Serunian, Armenia. Stengel and Serunian just got added. They were voted to join, so we can get more Eastern European representatives, which is great. And now we got Gert Kark, who is, I believe, Estonian. So get newest member of the reference group. And that will be all for these Eurovision news. I hope you like this video. I will see you probably next Monday for another Eurovision news video. Maybe I'll do some reaction videos to some songs or a Eurovision retrospective this week. We'll see. Before leaving me, please, or maybe you already left, for those who stayed, please put a little like, subscribe, you can follow me on social media, you know, Instagram, Blue Sky. Links in description below. I will see you there. Bye bye.